Okay, I just heard the angels talk to me just now, right before I started this video. Okay, so we're gonna get these messages out here. Come on in, everybody. Sometimes, y'all, I don't want to sit. I found out that sitting for long periods of time, it's not good for your body. So make sure that you're getting up and keeping that motivational energy, that you're moving around sometime, that you're not just sitting all the time. Excuse me. So I got that as a download just now. Like, you know, um, I'm hearing be careful of modern day habits. They're not good for you right now. So we're going to get into talking about a few things this morning. I may do another video, I may not. Let's keep the comments as positive and peaceful as possible. So I'm burning sandalwood and musk right now. And if you like incense, I'm going to be talking about some incense in a minute. But first, let's get the video topic out. So, um, like stars from heaven, some of y'all may end up getting some divine intelligence, divine knowledge, almost like the answers are coming as soon as you ask them about different things. So you may ask questions um, about personal growth today, or you may ask questions about your relationship, or you may ask questions about having breakthroughs or taking leaps, and then the answers come or a download come. So this is a day of getting more clarity. For some of y'all, you should have been getting some clarity about some things yesterday, but there could have been an unknown obstacle, which I will talk about in a members video today. Um, so protect your mental health today because you need these answers, you need the downloads, you need time to synchronize with people who are supposed to give you important life growth information today. It could even be spiritual information. So make sure you're making time, space, creating space, mental and energy space, clearing it out so that you can feel pulled towards the people that's supposed to help you today. So these people that's supposed to help you are not going to be of your race, or they may not be from where you're from, or they may have a different culture. They could actually share something with you that will inspire you to experiment with something. It could be with a recipe, food, a type of creative art that you haven't been doing in a while. It could actually unlock sort of a hidden talent in whatever you're already talented in. So there could be a micro talent within the big talent that you have. And these people that you're supposed to meet, whether it's on YouTube or offline or just somewhere in a store somewhere, they're supposed to help you to access that little special power or some special ability that you have within this big ability that you have. Hi, everybody. I know that some people, they prefer to listen to their psychic teachers or their spiritual coaches rather than run to pastor's church or whatever on Sundays. So that's why I decided to show up this morning for those of you who want spiritual guidance that it has to do with life path and self-care. So today is a good day to do something nice for yourself, something that you enjoy. Um, I did an exercise yesterday in a little workshop, okay? And it was inspired by a popular book. I will share it with members. But the funny thing is when I went over my list, I noticed that not many of those things came into being in my life, which gave me a red flag, son of a red flag. So I'm going to share that information with my members too. Um, I feel like I got this phrase, and I still feel like it's important about not pushing through the silence. If it's quiet, let it be quiet. Connect with the natural elements, like authentic, authentic, authentic stuff. I'm hearing like no artificial. So, um, like instrumental music that is real, not made by machines, you know. So if you're going to listen to like flutes or wind instruments or rain sounds, try to make sure that it's authentic, it's not mechanical. Um, you need natural, natural magic, natural creativity, and natural sounds to be gentle on your energy today. I also got the word nesting. So for some of y'all, maybe you need to do a little bit more nesting, or it could have to do with just having a home within a home. I also got like dusting within the nesting. So I don't know if there's something that we all have that needs organized or dusted or just sorted through. Find something in your home to sort and to maintain. You know, this is a good day to be very to be mindful of your desk, especially if you're an artist. So you may want to feng shui, or it's like feng shui. I can't say the phrase right, but you want to look up feng shui in your desk in your office space. So make sure that you're not running around looking for the things that you need. Your energy is too precious right now. So make sure that you're not trying to cram different parts of your life into each other. You know, I keep hearing like no colliding. Like I was hearing like car accident yesterday, but I think that it's bigger than that. I think it has to do with not colliding with people who don't have the same mindset as you, and not colliding very different versions of you. Some of you need to stick with the version, the future version of you that you know you want to become, and just keep going to that. I'm hearing like ride the wave. Keep going towards that version of you that you're manifesting. Don't keep stepping back to old versions of you. It's causing reality collision. Okay, and then it can get chaotic. It can keep you stagnant and in energy purgatory. You know, like you're stuck in traffic, but you're just stuck in energy traffic. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be stuck in energy traffic where you're like, I don't know, am I this person or that person? If I want to go here or go there, you don't want to be stuck in that indecision, you know, spiritual crossroads. So make sure that you have some sort of game plan to do a few things that you know that your future version would do if if it had everything that you want. Okay? Hi everybody. Welcome. Welcome, Andrea. So if you could just do at least three things that your future self would do if it had everything that you want, do those so that you're just constantly moving towards that future self. You're embracing it. You're not pushing yourself away from it. Um, I feel like this is so critical at this point, y'all. You know, half the year is over. So it's critical. Okay, no backstepping a lot now. No more backstepping, no more letting manipulative people set you back. No more none of that. Okay. Um if people are not going to reason with you to see your side of things and your perspective and give you the love and attention you give them, it's better that you just step back and just let them go see what's out there, but you keep moving towards the person that you're manifesting yourself as, even if it's just a couple steps. You don't have to, you don't have to sit there and manifest for hours. I mean, when we think of Hemingway, I think he did 500 words of his writing, hard writing. And that was it. Um, 10-minute workout. You don't have to go harder. I keep getting that there's spell work on self-help world. Like it's becoming toxic. It's becoming like go do more, do more. You're not moving fast enough. You're not getting there fast enough, and it's just not healthy for our spirit. Um, I was told mind your business. You do your job because you're not allowed to quit. That's what they said when it comes to what God chose you, what the source of all creation chose you to do. You're not allowed to quit. You're not allowed to just quit for weeks or quit for days. Hansi, get down from there, baby. Stop cutting up as soon as I get on video. Y'all know Hansi had to show up, y'all. But yeah. So before over the next hour, make sure that you write down what you want to do for today that is for you, that you know you need for yourself. It could be self-care. It could be grooming in some way, some grooming you've been putting off. It could be maybe something, a project that you were in love with that you've been putting aside to deal with messy energy. It's time to get into that. Even if you just put 30 minutes in, it's going to activate it's going to activate that bond that you were creating with your future self. If you've been struggling with breadcrumbing yourself, uh, commitment, to your manifestation, it's going to start to get rid of that. Because you can breadcrumb yourself. It's sad, but the narcissist teaches us to breadcrumb ourselves. They look, when you deal with people who are passive aggressive or wishy-washy or grimy, they teach you to be that way with yourself. So when you go in on what you love and you're committed to achieve what you want to achieve, you start to get rid of any toxic versions that someone been teaching you to manifest of yourself. You start to get rid of those versions, okay? It's like cleaning energy house without actually having a plan to do it or purposely doing it. You're rerouting yourself to do what your future self has done to achieve without those toxic versions of you interfering. All you got to do is do what you really love, and any toxic versions of you will fade away. Any vibrations of you that are keep taking over you will fade away. And so will the people, their energy, who made you toxic to you. Okay? No apology is needed for being toxic to your own self in a way where, you may not even knew that you were restraining your own self. There's no need for apology. What you need is just to keep your eyes on what you know that you must do. You must do to have a peace that no one can take from you. No one but the Creator. No one can take my peace when I'm using my intuition, because no one out here gave me intuition. No one has given me permission to use it. No one can deny me my intuition. So when I'm using my intuition on this channel and I'm teaching y'all, I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, at least a part of what I'm supposed to do. Of course, that's not enough. We want the whole plan, right? So for me, writing is also an inner peace that no one can take from me. When you're doing something that no one can take from you, how you know? Is that there's a quiet that you didn't have to break your back to get. There's a quietness. The energy is calm and peaceful around you, and you walk away at peace that you know you did not ask any human being to give to you or demand them to let you have. You know you didn't have to do that. So if you're ever wondering if some of the things are what you're doing so you can be free from any toxicity, because peace is free from toxicity. Even if you're still around the toxicity or what you consider toxic because it's in your way or hurt you. If you got peace, you're still free from it. So doing what brings you peace is the secret to manifesting what you want. And I'm talking about manifesting because this week when I was doing the oracles, I kept seeing magic, magic, magic. The problem with a lot of us is that we're letting people sidetrack us. We're in it, we got it going on, but we're letting the ghost of people. It could be family members. It could be someone that keeps competing with us. It could be an employer or a corporation. We keep letting it sidetrack us, make us doubt our value in what we're doing. Now, there are ways to get around being sidetracked by shadow energy of other people, them haunting and disturbing our peace. There's ways to get around that. I'm not going to teach that for free. I'll teach that in workshops or I'll teach that to members or both. But I can tell you the first step to do to deal with that is to make your morning sacred. The first 3 hours of your day have to be sacred. You know, like when you were little and your mom took you to church and she said, you better not show off. You better be quiet in church. You better not argue and fight with other kids, and you better not disturb my peace up in church. The first few hours of your day have to be sacred. It doesn't even matter how much you do creatively. It doesn't even matter if you're talking to anybody. It's better to not deal with the difficult problems of your social life or employer co-worker situations. It's better not to deal with that in the morning hours. It is true. You win the morning, you do win the day. You may not win it as productive as you wanted to because you may not have the energy to be that productive in that morning. But you win it because you win it energetically. You win the morning because you win it energetically. Okay? I don't know what somebody's saying. I'm not wearing no makeup. I'm not wearing no makeup. See, y'all? I don't know why people keep thinking I'm wearing makeup. This is good old-fashioned glow. This is good old-fashioned baked glow. This is good old-fashioned sunshine. People, please stop saying I'm wearing makeup. I only got on lip gloss, y'all. This happens I swear, at least once a week someone say, what makeup you wearing? You got too much makeup on. I'm like, I'm not wearing no makeup. Y'all, when you favored and you take care of your skin, it's going to look like you're wearing makeup. Okay, this is good old-fashioned sun-baked skin. Okay, see? Nothing. See, there's nothing on there. Nothing. Oh. Okay. Woo. I'm telling y'all. Somebody said shinier than Shaq. This is good old-fashioned glow. Okay? This is what you look like when you're outside. This is what it looks like to not be on the internet for hours talking to people. This is what it looks like to get at least an hour of sun. Just outside like we did in the 90s and 80s. Okay? When it's a sunny day, I'm out. Plus, I let myself sweat. When you sweat, your skin is going to get detoxed and it's going to get smoother. Plus, I eat autophagy foods. I like chocolate, dark chocolate, dark roasted coffee because it's autophagy. My ancestors ate it, drank it. I drink it. I put a little bit of low fat milk in here and brown sugar and honey. That's why I look so brown sugary. Somebody says soon I'll be another eclipse. We just don't see people with sun-baked skin as much anymore. A lot of people are indoors a lot. A lot of people are outside for 10 minutes and then they run back to their house or they run indoors somewhere. I try to stay outside as much like the kids do. But thank you very much for the compliment for thinking I'm wearing makeup. All I got is an old school lip gloss on, y'all. This little colored lip gloss. See? That's it. Just so my lips don't get chapped. All right, but let's continue. Woo, ciao. I'm so tired of telling people I'm not wearing makeup. It's getting so old. When I go to the salon, some people be thinking I put a Texlax. Like when I go to the salon, they say, "Do you have a Texlax in your hair?" I say no, because my hair is like 4C, but it is very silky. Like it's when I say silky, I mean it's real. It's not hard. Like it's very like easy to comb and all. It feels like I got a Texlaxer in it, but I didn't. Okay, that's just good old fashioned hydration. Okay, so let's continue here. I got this twice. So if you're into cooking, you may want to experiment with a recipe. Okay, with trying a recipe of another culture. You may want to look at scenes and photographs of other cultures. It could even be cultures of your ancestors or land. So I keep feeling like land, land, land. I kept hearing land. So you may want to do some meditation in which you are journeying to foreign land. So that could work. Y'all know I don't really meditate anymore. Okay? I have too much sacred wisdom and downloads stored in my mind and my consciousness. I don't want anyone hacking me. So I don't meditate anymore. But if y'all want to meditate, you can go ahead and meditate. The most I'll do is just connect with a question, connect with my angel guides briefly, and that's it. I don't do deep meditation with my eyes closed and all that. I find that it opens me up too wide, and then entities can pick at my brain, pick from me, or people who are telepathic, who are tapping in, they can pick out of my mind. And I don't want them to do that because not everybody is chosen to have sacred wisdom. Okay? So if you are meditating, make sure that you are setting up some sort of protection and groundedness and all of that. It's better to meditate out in the woods because you're protected by earth, the trees, and dirt. So if you're meditating in your home, I highly recommend that you stop. I can explain why it's bad, but as I said, that content will be for members or workshops. I will be having a workshop tomorrow that will be talking about a few things that have to do with spiritualism. It will be based upon, in order to access the workshop, it will be based upon donations. So you will have to make a donation, at least $2, between $2 and $5, in order to access that workshop tomorrow. I'll try to schedule the workshop sometime where people who live in the East and Central time can both make it to the workshop. Okay. I'll be talking about three things. I'm not going to say what they are because, as y'all know, You move in silence. You never know who's listening. You never know who's trying to do what you do. So I'm not going to mention what they are, but I will mention what they are once the workshop starts. So I won't even be mentioning it in the description of the workshop. Okay? I really hope that some of you will attend. I do require to see you on video during the introductions in the workshop because I need to know who's getting my content. So make sure that you have a working camera on your cell phone or your computer and I can see you on video during the intros in the workshop that I'm doing tomorrow. Okay? I'll be doing workshops twice a week now. Some of them will be for writers. Some of them will be for people who are spiritual. All right. So let's go on to the final message here. And then I will talk about, I'll give some little education on some incense, okay? Because I couldn't find these incense and then they showed back up. So obviously, Holy Spirit want me to talk about them. This is a good day to work on staying courageous and motivated. So as I said in yesterday's video, Steve Chandler has a wonderful book called 100 Ways to Stay Motivated. So if you feel like you're like losing motivation and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this, you might want to look up his video called 100 Ways to Stay Motivated. And then go in. I do have to tell you that one of the things that stop you from staying motivated, you would not believe affects motivation, is having a plan B that's equally being manifested as plan A. Colliding. They're competing. What will happen is eventually the brain will tap out and one of them, it will say, I'm not motivated to do as much. But then because this one was competing, it might say, I don't know if I want to do that either. So be careful of thinking you can do more than one thing and you can do 50-50. There's no such thing. One of them have to be the favorite. One of them have to be. Now that's up to you to choose, okay? Which one gets 80% and which one gets 20%. But if you keep thinking you're going to do 50-50, you just going to drive yourself crazy energetically. You're just going to be like, this is what's going to happen is your brain is going to want to quit doing both things. It's going to say, I'm out. I don't want to do neither. Because it's just going to feel like both of them are annoying. So you got to pick your favorite. This is the day. Okay, what do you want most of all? What do you want to do most of all? All right, and I can help you with that process, but I'll save that video for members, okay? Remember, members, I did tell y'all that by the end of spring, so by the end of this month, I'm going to need you to cancel your membership because I will be somewhere else, okay? I will be on a different platform. I'm thinking about going into podcasting, y'all. People often say they love my voice. They say my voice is so soothing. And they say, I can listen to your voice all day, Miss B. So I'm thinking of going into podcasting. I'm thinking of going into radio, even talking about world stuff like journalism and seeing how we can grow and have mental clarity through exploring world events and things like that. I'm a worldly person. I'm a community person. And I have to add that into my life. So I feel like I'm not really doing that much on this channel. I do want to do it much. I want to talk about other stuff and see how we can get growth from clarity in other things. Of course, My content will be right on time. So I won't be um, sharing just random things about the world. They'll be right on time, meaning the angels told me I have to talk about that specific world event or that specific community news. Okay? All right. I'm never not on time spiritually. It's impossible. My ascension level's too high now. But if you want to join me, uh, come summer, one of the things while I'm waiting is because I am trying to move videos. I've been moving some videos to my lifestyle channel, and I'm also going after a goal right now, a personal goal. And I have some additional work I have to get done on my teeth and additional health work. Once I'm done with that, I should be done with that within 30 days before I go into the easier dental work. Once I'm done with that, then I can be at more at another location, and I don't have to worry about pain in my mouth, and I don't have to worry about having to take weeks off because I'm in dental recovery or whatever. I don't have to worry about that. So I do want to make a little bit of news here. Y'all may not hear from me for a few days. It could be coming up very soon, but it's because I have to get some work done. I have to. I cannot put it off. I took a little month break. My doctor wants me to come back and finish the work, period, before something else happens. So I don't want y'all to think I abandoned y'all. If you find it, I'm like gone for a week in July, it's because I'm on a healing journey. And I'm giving y'all a heads up on this. So if you want to send prayers or anything like that, feel free to send me any healing prayers. Thank you very much. Yeah. My spirit has been saying podcast, 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 podcast. And y'all, I have to talk. Do you know I naturally don't have a loud voice? I have to talk loud because everybody say, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Miss B. I'm like, I'm getting tired of talking loud. So if I do podcasts, I don't have to talk loud. I can just kind of like turn up the volume and everybody can hear me. Okay? I have a natural whisper, sultry. My voice is naturally like Fantasia's voice and Billie Holiday. But I talk loud because people say they can't hear me. They say, what? What you say? And it's just so annoying. Y'all, my mouth is so watery. So I guess somebody might feel connected to rain right now, and I felt water come out of my mouth. So somebody might be releasing, somebody in here releasing some emotional stress or surrendering something because water just like came through me and like came out of my mouth. We were talking about a few things, but mostly we're talking about the intellectual boost we're having. So some of y'all are chosen to become a genius in something or get some sacred wisdom or some divine knowledge. So you need to clear. You have to do a clearing, okay? I don't know if you are into incense, but one way you can better tap into your angel guides and have a clearing and clarity for things is that you could burn eucalyptus and mint and sandalwood and musk. Okay? Sandalwood and musk if you're into incense. See how that look? That is for mindfulness. Okay? Mindfulness. Now, let me tell y'all how I heal my family members. I will burn the incense before they come in the room. That way they walk into the smoke and they don't resist the spiritual work that they got to do. They get some work done spiritually and not know that they're getting the work in. Hold on, y'all. Here's Flicky, y'all. Hey, Flicky. He made an appearance. You say hi, bye-bye. Did you say hi? Flicky's over here. Hansi, you want to say hi or are you going to be mean today? Hansi's been in a bad mood. Yeah. What do you want? No, you're not getting nothing. He wants to go outside, so he's upset. You know, when the summer months and the warm months come, some cats want to be outdoor. He wants to chase the female cat that keeps coming on my porch. Hans, no, baby. Don't scratch that screen. He's trying to claw. He's trying to claw. He's picking at the screen because he wants to go out. Hans, you're not going outside, babe. You can't survive out there no more. You're not going to make it. He thinks that he can like still hang out there. Like he's like Mr. Tough guy. I told him, I said, the eagles are going to get you. We have eagles over here, y'all. We have eagles. We have big eagles and we have like huge crows. Like huge crows. Some of the crows we have is like this, y'all, no lie. They will snatch him up in a minute. They be sitting right there on my neighbor's roof. We have an eagle that goes by here because he knows there's a lot of cats. He knows there's a lot of little dogs and cats. So that eagle comes right over here and this big crow. And I keep telling Hansi, the moment I let you out there, you're gone. Okay, you're gone. Oh, y'all, I was going to move my spiritual videos to my room, but y'all seem to like the cats. You know, they always show up. Sometimes I do move it to a different room when they start to act up. Hansi been fussing up a storm, and he's mad at me because he wasn't allowed to sleep in the room with me last night because he keeps tearing down the room and waking me up. He wakes me up, zooming all around the room at night. So I needed to get some sleep last night, so I put up the gate so he can't get in. So he's mad. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more. Isn't that sad, y'all? That we got child protective gates here. We literally have gates. We have this big gate there because they act up so much that we had to put up a gate. We had to put up a gate. That's how gangster my cats are. They're literally rebels. Okay, so if you're into burning sandalwood, this is a good day to burn sandalwood and musk. All right. And eucalyptus and mint for balance. Some of y'all might have had something screwing around with your temperance energy. All right, maybe some of y'all was about to go off on somebody or somebody wanted you to over the last week or so. Just make sure that you're burning your eucalyptus and mint so that you can have peace in mind and keep the energy clear. I'll be right back, y'all. Guys, don't be sitting there staring at my thick thighs. Okay? Don't be staring at my thick thighs all day, and I mean it. That's why I don't like to get up. Because when I wear shorts, the guys be like, "Dad, you thick?" My one neighbor's son was like, "I ain't know you was that thick." I said, "That's inappropriate." Even though he was in his 20s. He said, "I ain't know you was that thick." I'm trying to holler at you. I was like, "That's inappropriate, bruh." I was like, "I know your mama." So I got my eucalyptus and mint. Sometimes, y'all, I'll be cutting up on video. So for the cinnamon spice, okay? For my artists who are watching, cinnamon spice is really good for creative breakthroughs. So if you're going to be creative within the hour, You can burn some cinnamon. Now, let me tell y'all what y'all can do if you don't have cinnamon incense. This works. Get you some water and put cinnamon in it. Okay, put cinnamon in it and steam it on the stove. Let the cinnamon fill the room up. Like once the pot is done boiling and simmering with the cinnamon in it, walk the pot around the room so the room gets scented with cinnamon. It's going to help you to have a creative breakthrough. Okay? Ladies, you can do that as well. Cinnamon and honey, but it also helps to manifest what you want. So that's how I manifested. What was it that I manifested? My free stay in a cabin. I manifested time in a cabin to write my first poetry chapbook after I graduated from some classes. I was literally burning cinnamon and honey. I was boiling it. I would boil cinnamon and honey. I would sit the room, and then I would do my manifestation practice. I also noticed that I manifested, like, it was something to do with like YouTube, or I think it was 2 monetizations. So I ended up getting 2 channels monetized. So y'all could think about doing that. So the purple one, the mandarin and spice, is for peace. Okay, the purple. All right, that's kind of like high priestess energy. So if you were going to, but also creativity. Okay, for you to become imaginative, you can burn that. If some of y'all are wondering where I got this at, I got this at Five Below. If you're in the US, you can get this, or you can order it from Five Below online, or you can go to the store. You only need about this much. You don't need long incense. You only need a half an incense, and it works. I love my incense, y'all. You know, some people will be like, that's witchcraft. I'm like, you know what? You're insulting Asian people, East Indian people, and some Native American people. I tell people, stop insulting other cultures. If you don't support it, fine. But if someone wants to burn their essential oils and their incense, just let them do it in peace. Okay. So y'all decided to use my self-compassion. Now, these are not tarots. I don't know why people are calling everything tarots. A tarot is a deck that has pentacles and swords on it. Okay, so I'm going to just randomly pick self-compassion. Let's see what we get here. So they're saying write down some things that you could do for yourself today. Have compassion. Confirmation, y'all. Did I not say that? Look what this say. Bring to mind and body a situation that causes some stress or strife. Can you simply recognize it and name it as you breathe your way through it? Now, and I talked about this at the beginning of the video. Like having peace and breathing quietly through any stressful situation that you're going through. I talked about staying grounded, which would help if you used the eucalyptus and mint and the sandalwood and musk incense. Okay, so there's something about what your young self wants you to manifest today. So you may want to write down some things that you enjoyed doing when you were a little kid. Write them down and then pick at least one of those things to manifest today. Okay. They're saying that's it. So they said that's it. Okay, Holy Spirit said that's it, y'all. They want you to live a private life. They want it to be more private or something. For the Holy Spirit to not be letting me. Yeah. private inner work, secret inner work. Okay, let's pull from this deck. Okay, there it is. All right. All right, this is a synchronicity, the edge of something great. So that was actually going to be my last message to you. And I've almost forgot. Some of y'all need to take the leap. You're at an edge. There's something you need to take a risk in. Even if you're uncertain, even if you think there's going to be imperfections, even if you feel vulnerable, and even if you're not certain about the results, you must be brave and take the risk. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Y'all, did I not say the word courage? That's a synchronicity. Be brave, follow your heart, compass. Compass is a synchronicity. And lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. So you want to say today, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. When you think of compass, you think of what's leading you the way, what's guiding you. So you may need to find some guides, some role models, or somebody to help you get started or get it going, whatever you're trying to manifest, a leap that you want to take. Okay? For some of y'all, I'm getting software. Some of y'all may need to get some software. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to let me know. If you'd like to send a cash appreciation gift, you can send it to my Cash App at #Coach V Hunter. Notice I'm not doing no fortune. I'm not doing that. Guidance is really all we need, to be honest. Okay, let's see what this omen is. I felt like I had to pick this up. These are not tarot, y'all. These are guides. Okay, this is a synchronicity. I keep getting this as a download. And then it like fell out and got mixed in. So we'll talk about that. Why did I feel like I need to touch this? Okay, something's coming to an end. I feel like I had to touch this lighter. All right, some of y'all, something's closing out. That's what that image means. Okay. Some of y'all could actually be a love relationship or family connection. All right, this is the card they want to send you thinking about. Believe. Okay, if you're dealing with limiting beliefs or you're struggling with your heart chakra, see? You want to burn green incense. We often think that red, but green. All right, the heart chakra incense is normally green. You can also burn love incense. I did get beets. So some of y'all need to do some brain care. Maybe you could eat your beets or your strawberries. I did get strawberries and beets earlier, and then red comes out. All right, some of y'all need to learn the difference between success over failure. Okay? Long as you are moving forward and you're never giving up, you're eventually going to succeed. So you're not failing, you're learning. Okay, so every time you don't get the results that you expected, it's because it was something you had to learn. Something you needed to learn to do better, or something you needed to add to it, or something you needed to release in whatever you're doing. So instead of complaining about the results, you need to workshop what you did. Okay? That's what I did to have writing success. When I got rejection letters, I was like, what am I not doing? And what am I doing? And what do I need to do? So I researched what I was doing, my own work, and then I researched the work that they were accepting. And then I realized that there was some skills I didn't have. I realized that there was some bad skills, bad habits, writing habits I needed to stop doing. And I realized there were some things I needed to do better. So I needed to be better at. And that's when I took some classes at the Poetry Kit. And once I went to my mentor, Jim, and I asked him all those questions and got all that fixed and sorted out, when I started submitting my work, I started to get accepted. I ended up in just 1 year having plenty of acceptance letters. I get acceptance letters yearly now. Publishers accept my work yearly now. But for a few years, I was stuck getting rejection letters. And I didn't understand why. Because I just kept thinking, oh, I failed. No, only way I failed was not doing introspection, not investigating my work, not stopping and saying, I have to stop submitting my work and I have to investigate. That's the only way I failed that first year. But eventually, I didn't fail at all anymore. Now, and of course, people are not going to always like your work. But at least you know you're doing a lot what works because you have been told it works. You have had people that's not your family members tell you that it was great. And you know that you are doing great because your teacher told you you're doing great. So having a teacher and educator in your craft, it gives you a source of confidence and comfort that you need to keep moving forward. I'm grateful that I was smart enough during the pandemic to get me a mentor. When everyone was complaining and arguing during the pandemic, I was getting mentorship in writing. I was going to Jim Bennett and being his mentor. His mentee twice. Whenever I feel like I need motivated in writing, I will join a workshop. I will pay for a course. I don't let myself live in fear in my writing life. When the fear starts to overcome me, that it leads to anxiety just thinking about writing, I know that I got to put some money on the line to start writing. I know that I got to have something to lose. Otherwise, I'm going to just sit with the anxiety and make excuses. And I will pay for a class. And now, what I did wrong was I was taking too many classes. I kept thinking the more the merrier. And that was a problem. My time, I didn't have a flexible schedule to do all the classes that I signed up for last year. I did all the classes before that. So what I did was I saved all the classes that I didn't finish, which is 2, and I'm doing them on my own. And then I'm actually going to be contacting Jim to see if I send him a donation to his school, will he at least give me feedback on the homework? So I know he'll do it because I've completed his other classes and I graduated from his mentorships with an A. So I'm one of his, he's so proud of me as his apprentice. He's ride or die for me. So I know he'll do it. But anyway, I hope this video was inspirational. For the additional content, you have to be a member. Now, keep in mind, as I told y'all, I have set up another location. So at some point, I'm going to be announcing that I have videos elsewhere. And then you can go watch, my podcasts or my videos elsewhere. You can go listen to them. But they won't all be free. Some of my podcasts, you will not get the link to listen to if you don't pay to listen to them. Okay? But I did this video to give gratitude for the donations that I received this week. Thank you, everybody, Thank you, people who are emailing me. I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day, y'all. I'll see y'all on my lifestyle channel. Writers, if you want some writing prompts, you want some inspiration, you want some way to generate ideas, I hope you will join my lifestyle channel and my Mecca channel. I'm using those channels to archive and to keep track now of my writing journey because I'm finding it hard to keep up with my resume. Eventually, I will be hiring someone to just be my literary resume writer. My resume is long, and I need someone to keep updating my achievements because I have so many in writing. So I need someone who can do citations and things like that. I can do them, but I don't want to do them. I want to do the creative writing. So I will be making an announcement looking for someone who will take over my literary resume to update it. When I send them the updates, they just add it to the resume. All right. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. Okay. Bye.